Today, you're connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, I'm Derek Russell, and this is Newsbreak for Monday, October 17th. Thank you for joining us. At the top of the show, let's take a look at today's weather, brought to you by Weather Underground. Temperatures will remain in the 80s during the day. Early this week, there is a chance of rain later in the week that could cool things down. For today, you can expect clear skies, high of 88 with a low of 65, 10% chance of rain. The 3-day outlook on Tuesday, clear skies, high of 89 and a low of 66. On Wednesday, high of 87, low of 66 with a 30% chance of rain that day. And on Thursday, a high of 74, low of 53, 60% chance of rain then. For more weather, visit djournal.com/weather. Our top stories for today. Mississippi House Speaker Philip Gunn said efforts to change Mississippi's school funding formula will not be a backdoor attempt to expand the state's charter school laws. The issue of charter schools come up in the connection with company hired by Gunn and other legislative leaders to modernize the school funding formula. Rebecca Sylvia, the founder and chief executive officer of New Jersey-based EdBuild, previously worked for an education group promoting charter schools. However, Gunn said the legislature has done what it is going to do on charter schools. He said he wants to see how the current law works before making any other changes. Meanwhile, Sylvia has been quoted as saying charter schools are not the primary goal of EdBuild. According to published reports found online, EdBuild believes funding should be based on individualized student needs. Mississippi's current funding formula, MAEP, provides a base amount per student determined by how much it costs to operate a C-rated or adequate school district. Public hearings on the revamp should be announced in the coming days. Cooper Tire recently started a new program to reach the next generation of employees. The Cooper Manufacturing Experience aims to introduce students to what the company does each day. Last week, members of the Cooper's Dream Team brought the program to Tupelo High School. About 360 students in the Career Technical Center saw and heard how tires are made at the plant and heard about the opportunities that are available. Cooper chemical engineer Elizabeth Taylor said the 2-day program at the school was well received. She said students learned there are numerous career paths with the company. Cooper spokeswoman Michelle Rebin said the program's goal is to enhance the image of careers in manufacturing. She said they want to show young people that jobs in today's manufacturing industry are not what they may have been years ago. Today's jobs involve a high degree of technology. Cooper currently employs about 1,600 people at the sprawling facility on South Green Street. A representative from the United States Justice Department has advice for Tupelo leaders trying to improve community policing efforts. Walter Atkinson said city leaders should think more proactively about the internal culture of the police department. Atkinson is part of the Justice Department's Community Relations Services. Tupelo Mayor Jason Shelton invited him to town to help review recent strategies put in place to improve trust and engagement between the citizens and city leaders. Police and city leaders said that the city has had a strong commitment to community-oriented policing. They cited various events and programs like the Police Athletic League and Community Forward Festival. However, Atkinson said community policing goes beyond special events and programs. He said it also includes things like the manner in which an officer conducts a traffic stop. Tupelo Police Chief Bart Aguirre was at Thursday's meeting. He said he does seek to instill a community-oriented culture in the department. He also said cultural change must be a two-way street. In sports, it was a bad week for the Ole Miss and Mississippi State football teams. The Rebels lost at Arkansas on Saturday, 34-30. The 22nd-ranked Razorbacks drove 56 yards in 10 plays to score the game winner on a 6-yard run by wide receiver Jared Cornelius. Ole Miss has won just twice in 13 games in Fayetteville and has not won there since 2008. This year's game was closer than most. The Rebels took a 30-27 lead with 9 minutes left, but were unable to hold out for the win. Up next for Ole Miss is a trip to LSU on Saturday. Meanwhile, Mississippi State lost at BYU 28-21 in double overtime Friday night. The Cougars scored on the first play of the second overtime when Taysom Hill connected with Tanner Baldry for the 25-yard touchdown. MSU ran 7 plays during its turn in the second overtime, but Nick Fitzgerald's 4th and 9 pass to Justin Johnson fell incomplete. The Bulldogs visit Kentucky on Saturday. In high school action on Friday night, Tupelo defeated South Panola 3-0 to remain undefeated. In other games, Baldwin beat East Union 64-22. Pontotoc knocked off Tishomingo County 50-14. Amory beat Shannon 63-41, and Itawamba held off Corinth 21-14. That does it for Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. We also have the Memo podcast hosted by myself and Brad Locke, which delves deeper into the local news of Northeast Mississippi with analysis and commentary each Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can find that online at memo.djournal.com or wherever podcasts can be downloaded. And this afternoon you can catch the Capitol View webcast live at 2 at djournal.com. Each story discussed on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal or online at djournal.com, where you can find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. I'm Derek Russell. Have a great Monday.